You're listening to The Bob Show, exclusively on UBN Radio with your host, Bob Merrick.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Tuesday, right?
Tuesday it is.
I feel like we've had so many guests on this morning, I feel like it's already Thursday.
It's been a whole week on the show, in one show.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. So far on today's show, we've had the creators of Classic Alice. We've just had Jeanette and Pete from their podcast, and now we have she's got a very, very successful YouTube channel and a lot of stuff going on. Please welcome to the show, Traci Hines.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
You are all kinds of popular.
No one's ever said that to me in my life. I was like the geek in high school. So.
Were you?
Yeah,
But geek,
that's a weird word to me.
But geek is the new chic.
It kind of is, huh?
So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
you're very cool.
Well, thank you.
I played Magic the Gathering in high school and got beat up for it. And then like recently people have been like, you play Magic? We should totally play Magic. And I'm like, I don't even remember how to play.
Oh my gosh. I'm not a gamer geek. I mean, I did Sonic, PlayStation. So,
Uh-huh.
But,
But you don't do that now?
I mean, I was like the Disney geek, theater geek,
Well, and that's what you do because you're known as sort of like the Little Mermaid on YouTube. How did all of that
Kinda,
come
sorta.
Yeah, how did all of that come about?
Oh, man. I mean, the long answer is I've always loved her, and I've loved that movie, and it was a big inspiration as far as becoming a singer. Jodie Benson, her voice just touched me, as a kid listening to her sing. But I don't know. I was doing some auditions for Disneyland to be friends with some characters, and I got to play with some red hair. I'm a natural blonde. And, I was kind of like, maybe I can actually, throw a little costume together for Halloween and just be Ariel for a day. That'll be fun. And I was pursuing my music career, and I had costumes, and I started doing kids' parties, and I was like, you know what? I'll make some YouTube videos. What the heck? I'm a big dork. I don't care what people say. I'm just gonna have fun and do something silly, and that's, I don't know, that's how it happened. And so I just kind of started to take it more and more seriously, I guess, from there. But
One thing led to another.
I guess so, yeah.
At what point did you realize that other people, like other than your mom, were watching the videos?
Oh man, it snowballs. It's weird. I think my goal was 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
When I first started YouTube, my dad was the one that made me start. I didn't want to do it because
Okay.
I felt cheesy. I was like embarrassed, you know. And he got me a laptop and he said, start making videos, start singing. You never know what could happen. And I don't know. Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe 1,000. Like, that's a huge number. That's insane. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, like, the ultimate, right? And so I made a few videos, and I made just some covers of songs that I sang like in church or with my dad's band or just like around, and feel cheesy, and it smart to auditioning for American a few rounds, and he had that moment where he was like, okay, you know what? I think maybe you can do this. Like, don't worry about the backup plan as much. Just go for it. He
wanted you doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's a musician, so a lot of that comes from him. Like that joy in me comes from him, and his mom, it comes from that side.
Now you do so much artistically because not only, and I'm not sure if people are aware, but not only do you obviously sing, but you write your own music, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But then you build the characters. So you throw some costumes together. But the other thing that I was most impressed by recently was the shoot that we did for Love is an Open Door, which is a song from Frozen, a duet from Frozen.
Which you guys should check out because Brendan is awesome in it.
Well, shit. You made your own wig for that. And it's just like incredible how hands-on you are in every aspect of the creative process. And so where does Traci, if she had to choose, where does she want to live? Does she want to live in this world of like, the kind of fantastical fantasy world, or do you want to live in like your own music, or do you want to live in this world of building incredible costumes and props? And
I mean, I want it all.
Okay.
Because don't we all, right?
Right.
Yeah, I do feel like a pretty creative person. I mean, I love like crafting things. I love designing. But my heart is definitely for songwriting. I'm really excited for people to hear my original music because, that's something that's really personal to me and it's really close to my heart. But I love covers too. I mean, I love Disney and tons. It's not just Disney. I love Disney. People know me for that. But I love pop. In
Have you done a lot of original music, or is the music that's coming up? Is that sort of like your first time really going for it?
I think I released my first original single in 2010.
Okay.
I've been writing for a while, but I wanted to sort of release it in the right way. And with pop music, I want things fully produced. I'm a perfectionist, so I admit it. So it's really hard for me to share my original stuff without it being exactly the way I want it. So sometimes I will wait for something to be like the right way before I release it. But so my followers have heard a couple songs come out. I have a few singles, and I'm releasing an EP later this year. So this song, the one that I told you guys about, a new single that I've got coming out, is going to be the final song in my new EP.
Oh, fantastic! So. Well, we're gonna play that in a few minutes. We have a call online that's been calling in for a while, so I wanted to get to them. Who do we have on the line?
What's your name?
I'm Josh.
Hi, Josh.
This is Josh from Boston. I wrote you an email a while back. I don't know if you remember me, but I wrote you and told you you're my inspiration, and I would really love it if you can send me an autograph of you as Ariel. That would really make my day.
Oh, totally. Oh, my gosh. I think I remember you. Was it on Facebook?
No, I wrote you a personal email. I was telling you my story from San Francisco to California.
Josh, oh my gosh, I totally remember you. Yes, and you moved for your dream.
Yes, and I've always wanted to meet you and talk to you. You're like my biggest inspiration, and I just wanted an aerial picture of you because you're so much amazing. Like, I can cry right now because I'm so happy that I finally can talk to you.
You're so sweet. Yeah, I'll totally hook you up. Just send me an email, and I'll send one over, no problem.
On Facebook or your email?
Shoot me an email. You have it, right? It's the one you emailed before. Yeah.
Oh my God, Traci, you're amazing.
You're
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
He has an amazing story.
I'm glad you remember me though.
Of course I do. Your email really touched me. It definitely impacted me. So I think I owe you an email back actually. So I'll email you soon.
Well, I didn't know if you knew I was real, so I was like, this must be the perfect time to actually, like, not to stalk or anything, but you're just, like I said, I would love to meet you someday. I've always stuck up for you, and I tell everybody you're the sweetest person, so.
Well, thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you for your support. You're amazing.
You're
Always
welcome.
follow your dreams, okay?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you, and I'll visit you when I come to California again.
Sounds good.
And one last question before I hang up. How do I keep making Ariel up here for a male version? That's what I do in the New England area ever since I followed you. How do I make guys love Ariel? Like, what can I do?
I mean, what guy doesn't love Ariel?
I know lots of guys that like Ariel.
Ariel is the hottest Disney princess.
Yeah.
And she's got the most beautiful voice and the best personality.
Wears the least clothes.
I mean, that's not why I love her. But
Well,
I mean,
get
what
made
guy
fun
doesn't
of
love
it because
Ariel,
I
right?
like Ariel. So, and I want to find a way to get guys to say it's okay. It doesn't make you gay. It doesn't make you straight. Like,
Right.
I get made fun of it all the time, and I have red hair too. So
That's so awesome. Gingers. Ginger power.
I think you can flip the script on them and just be like, all right, well, if you don't find Ariel cute, then who do you like? Which princess do you like? Because if you don't have, I think it's more of a more worthy of being made fun of if you can't answer the question, which Disney princess is cute, than if you have an answer. Having an answer can be whatever. Personally, for me, most recently, I fell in love with Merida.
Interesting.
Especially like young little Merida. I was like, I want one when I'm a dad. I want that
hair.
as like my baby. But you've got to have an answer to who the cutest Disney princess is. Like,
I know,
come
right?
on.
I feel like Disney.
What I usually say too is that I started my own Little Mermaid page called Ariel, Little Mermaid for everybody to get to love Ariel as mermaid form on Facebook. And Traci, you can check it out too because you kind of helped me get that going. And on there, I always say this is whether you're a guy, girl, you can love Ariel. And I always tell everybody because I wear my hipster Ariel tank top that Traci designed, and I'm like, yep, I'm the Little Mermaid, just in like a male version. So
that's awesome. I love it. Just keep spreading the love, you know.
Thanks so much for calling
just because
up.
of you. So
well, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We're going to take a couple other calls.
you're welcome. Bye, Traci. You're
Bye.
amazing.
I'll
Thank
talk
you
to
for
you
making my
soon.
day, and I can't wait for your photo.
You made my day. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
We just oh no here.
I want to talk a little bit about. We'll take
we have-
another
we have-
caller,
we have a-
and
we have
then
a
I'll
caller
ask
on.
my question.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Who do we have live on the air?
This is Nell. I'm from Rockville, Maryland, actually.
Hey, I think we're friends on Facebook, right?
We are friends. Yes, we are friends on Facebook.
How's it going?
Yeah. I'm good. How are you? Oh my
Doing
God.
good. Thank you for all your support. He's been with me for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's been
following my
good to
page
see
and
you.
commenting and yeah. Do you have a
Yeah.
question?
I do. So I know that, you really want people to see your music, more
Mhm.
than the Ariel or the Little Mermaid image. But my question is, what is it? You're doing your original music, but what is it that you want people to see with your original music? That you can't really show with your character persona.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for asking that question. I mean, I love both sides, I love Disney and I love that people, get they have such a positive response and that means the world to me. And I think that's definitely a big part of who I am. But, there's a lot of me that isn't necessarily Disney, I've got another side to me and my original music, it's me, it's Traci, it's not Ariel, you know what I mean? And maybe there's a little Ariel in there sometimes and, or whatever might be influencing me at the time and things that I love. But, I'm excited for people to sort of get to know me as an artist and me as a songwriter and just sort of get to know, see the whole picture, as opposed to just one side of who I am. So, hopefully that doesn't sound weird or too self-involved or anything, but yeah, I just feel like there's a part of me that I'm just excited to share with people, so hopefully they'll enjoy it just as much as the Disney stuff. And if not, that's totally cool. Everyone has different tastes in music, so we'll see what happens,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your original music is great. So
Thank you. That means so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling in.
thank you, guys.
Have a good one. Speaking of your original music, you were very nice enough to give us a actual clip of a brand new single, I believe. Mm-hmm. So could we take a little?
You're nice enough to take interest in it and maybe play a little.
Could we
piece
take
of
a
it.
little listen to it
and let
on
me
the
preface
show?
by saying this is unmastered, so
Oh,
this is right out. Yeah.
Wow, we're behind the curtain.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I'm really excited.
All right.
Well,
This is called-
so tell us really quickly tell us the inspiration behind it.
Cool. So this is finishing up my EP with all of this music. It's personal, but it's also taken with inspiration from things that I love in pop culture.
Okay.
Something kind of unique that I did with my producer, Adam Gubman. My ring just got stuck. And this one is inspired by the Hunger Games and the books. I'm such a huge fan of the books, and it's kind of written, inspired by the Hunger Games, and it's called The Game.
And
So-
so are you hoping that that they pick it up and put it in the movie?
I mean,
I mean,
that would be
I mean,
who would say no?
a dream. Yes.
we're all about manifesting here on the show and about putting things out into the universe.
Let's
so,
put it out there
Yeah.
right now.
so
Yeah.
if anybody
Hunger
out there,
Games 3.
yeah, if anybody out there has any pull over at the, with
Lionsgate.
with Lionsgate, yeah. So here we go. This is the game.
journey. It started just a while ago, and I'm always learning. There's so much that I don't know. It's easy to run, easy to hide, easy to lay down and die. Takes courage to fight, courage to fly. I'll find the braver me inside. I'm on a journey, but the name of the game is survive.
So that's just so when is that going to be coming out?
Couple weeks. I don't even have a release date yet because we're waiting to get it back from mastering, but like soon.
Wow.
Soon.
Wow.
This is
New Traci Hines.
because this is like raw.
I'm excited. I'm sorry.
No, it's amazing.
You should be excited.
I just get ridiculously excited still.
Who are some of your musical influences?
I'm a Gaga girl.
Okay.
Katy Perry.
Very
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot like Michael Jackson. You know,
Yeah.
I've got Jodie Benson on the theater side. You know, like I love a lot of like Disney voices and stuff. You know, but I love pop. I love dance music. You know, I love lights and sort of electro influences. You know, so.
And getting out there and dancing.
Now, as you're, beginning to put out more and more original music, you still stay true to your roots of playing these princesses.
My
And
best.
We recently got to play. You were a princess from Frozen, and I got to play a prince that I don't want to give anything away, but he ends up not being the nicest guy in the world.
I know, but I really
in this
liked
moment,
him.
he's a nice guy.
Yes.
So what drew you to Frozen? What did you think of that as being being the song? Because I know a lot of people in the comments. It was so funny reading the comments, being like, "This is great. When are you going to do Let It Go?" Which is like the song everybody covers.
Yep.
Which I know you've talked about doing.
I might just let it go this year as well.
Oh.
We'll see. But when I saw the movie, I loved it, of course. And I don't know, that was the song that caught me. And I just thought it was so cute and so different, and I don't know, it was so adorable. It just kind of stole my heart. And I know it's supposed to be a little bit, I think the songwriters have talked about how it's supposed to be a little bit surfacey.
Right.
Because obviously they don't know each other. How can you be in love when you don't know each other? And kind of mocking that Disney stereotype, or archetype or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It was just the moment that I thought I was like, this is the song. This is the song I'm going to cover from Frozen. And then when you and I met, and we had been thinking about a duet, and it just clicked, and I was like, this is perfect. So.
And you teamed up with a new production company for this song,
I did.
Steamy in the City.
Yes, so the Steamy in the City Music Collective has been kind enough to bring me into their collective this year. So they handled, Kurt Hunter did the music, and he's also with the collective. Amazing, he did the producing, mastering, and stuff.
Yeah, for those that don't totally understand what goes into this, Kurt took the song and literally plays deconstructed it and now has played every instrument. So the version you're hearing with us, it isn't like we found a karaoke track somewhere. He actually built that entire song originally from scratch,
which is amazing,
just incredible.
And we're gonna play it we're gonna play it in a moment when we go to break. But there's so many people calling in, and I feel bad because they've been calling and calling. I'm gonna take a couple more calls before. Who do we have on the phone right now?
Alicia Nova.
Alicia. Hi, I know all of these awesome people. How are you?
Hi, Tracy. Oh my gosh. I'm calling from school.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to get in trouble? Don't get in trouble.
I won't get in trouble. No. School's going to start, just like next class is going to start in a little bit. It's history. But I just wanted to say hi and that, as the biggest fan, I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I wear my necklace that you made me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I Instagrammed it. Did you
Totally.
see?
Yeah.
Alicia's
totally.
amazing. She's come to a lot of my events and stuff, and we've gotten to know each other. And we rode Space Mountain together at Disneyland.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
so she's awesome. Yeah, will you come?
Thank you.
Will you come see me at my next event?
Where is it?
It's not announced yet, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Probably next
Yes.
month.
I totally will try.
You are the best. Thanks so much for saying hi.
You're welcome.
Now go back to school and get your education.
Yeah.
And don't get in trouble.
Don't get in trouble.
Okay, I won't.
Thank you for calling
Thanks
in.
for calling.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And we have another caller. Who do we have live on the air?
Hi.
Hi. Who
Hello.
is this?
Hi. Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi, I'm a really big fan, Tracy.
Oh, thank you so much. How's it going?
Good. I'm so excited.
Oh, thanks for calling. Did you have a question for me?
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, well, thank you so much for saying hi.
You're my inspiration.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so sweet. That means so much to me. Thanks so much for your support.
Oh, no problem.
Well, I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Bye. And we're going to take one final call, and then we're going to go to break because this person's been trying to get in for a while. Who do we have live on the air?
We're going to take one final call, and then we're going to go to break.
You might want to mute your computer.
Are you there?
You're live
Hello?
on... Hi, who is this?
Father.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I had a question. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh my goodness, it's definitely like a triple tie. So The Little Mermaid, of course, tied with Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland. Those are like my top 3 of all time.
Okay. Well, are you going to come out with any new merch for Adorkable?
I am. We're working on some stuff right now. We've been trying to get it released this month, but it's looking like it's going to be next month. But we're really excited, and I'll be teasing some pictures probably via Instagram in about. I'm hoping it'll be like maybe a week. I'll be able to start teasing some stuff. So stay tuned.
Okay. Thank you for answering.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. I want to talk. We're going to talk about this after the break. We're going to take a quick break. I'm dying to know just sort of how this feels. All these people that just love you so much. I think it's such a beautiful thing.
It's
there's
so
other
surreal.
people. There's
Surreal.
so many people calling in right now, and I feel bad because they've been. If you guys are listening,
thank you guys.
keep calling. We're gonna take a quick break. But when we come back, we'll try to take some more of your calls. But I want to talk about that when we get back as well. Just sort of like what this experience has been like for you, because like you said, your dad just gave you a laptop, and you just think that they're singing in your bedroom, and the next thing you know, I mean, you're changing these people's lives. Like that's an incredible thing. So we're going to talk about that, and again, we'll take more calls 323-284-7826. We're taking a quick break, and this is Brendan as well as
I'm
Tracy
actually in this thing.
singing "Love Is an Open Door" from Frozen, and you guys can actually download this. It's available on iTunes, right?
Check out the video on YouTube, which is a full music video, saturated colors. We're in full costumes from the actual
costumes
show.
by Angie Viper.
Yes, beautiful costumes by Angie Viper that are the exact replicas from the show, which is incredible.
Better because they have bling.
And they're in real life as opposed to animated. We didn't like draw on
more
our bodies.
more detail.
Yeah.
So here's "Love Is an Open Door," and we'll be right back.
Okay, can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
All my life has been a series of doors in my face, and then suddenly I bump into you.
I was thinking the same thing, cause like I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
But with you
I found my place.
I see your face,
and it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Love is an open door.
with you,
With you,
with you,
with you.
love is an open door.
I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
I've never met someone who thinks so much like me.
Jinx! Jinx again!
Our mental synchronization can have but one explanation.
You
And I
were
just meant to
be.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye
to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Life can be so much more with you.
With you.
With you.
With you.
Love is an open door.
Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Bob Show, exclusively on UBN Radio with your host, Bob Merrick.
Welcome back, everybody. That was the brand new song that is now, it's already got over 94,000 views on YouTube.
I haven't even looked today. So
It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Because when did it just went up, didn't it?
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
I'm excited when one of our videos hits like 100. I'm like, woo, we hit 100. We broke it. We broke through the ceiling. 100 people have watched our video
Break
here.
the internet.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right?
Exactly. Break our own record. What is it like? We were kind of, I hit into this before we went to break, and we started talking about during the break. I mean, it's so interesting to just this idea that you're just being you, that you, whatever this light that's inside of you is shining because, like you said, you have a love for Disney, you have a love for music, you have a love for Broadway, you have just this love that just comes inside of you. And so here you are in your bedroom, just being you, and
Being a dork.
and your dad has given you this gift of a laptop, and now like we listen to these callers love you, and they're inspired by you. Like, how does that feel?
It's surreal, is the first word that comes to mind, because it's incredible, and it's the biggest blessing. And I've always said, from the time I was 5 years old, I knew that I was a singer, and that's not to say I think I'm anything special as a singer, but I knew I had a passion for it, and I knew that I love this, I love music. And so, and from the time I was 5, I was pursuing it. I knew I wanted to be a pop singer and a voice actress and all of these things. And I didn't know how to get there, and I didn't know what to do, but I knew I was supposed to do it, and so when my dad gave me that laptop, and was kind of like, here you go, and I'd done the audition thing, and I knew it wasn't like right for me at that time, and I had a lot of like opportunities that just didn't work out the right way. And I was a little bit sort of in that in-between zone, what am I going to do now, but finding out, and I felt so cheesy at first, I still do, but I always feel cheesy because I'm me. But finding out that people feel genuinely touched to, hear my music or to watch a video of me singing or something, I kind of realized at that time, shortly after starting YouTube, that and getting messages from people and stuff, I'm able to somehow, like, God through me is touching people through my music,
and you're
you're
affecting them. Goal. Yeah, you're affecting them differently than just as a performer, because obviously it has to do with your interaction with them. Mm-hmm. I mean, we listened to that first caller, Josh. I mean, you're literally changing his life, and you know what I mean. Like it's very.
I don't
different.
think it's me though. It's like it's something that I give all credit to the Lord. I feel like He's doing something. He must be doing something through me, for them to get such a response from it.
I always say it's very similar to what we were just talking about with Jeanette and Pete. When we were talking about how they did their radio show or how we like to do our radio show. I think so oftentimes it just has to do, people react when they can see people being authentic, when they can see people living passionately, when they can see people living without fear and without restriction.
Unapologetically.
Because so often our ego gets in our own way and wants, and is so cruel to ourselves that we're too afraid. Like you said, you even talked about being afraid, like, oh my God, I'm a dork. I'm going to be too silly, doing this. Nobody's going to want to see it. That's so many people have that, but you got out of your own way and were like, well, I don't care what people say because I have this song in me that I need to sing.
Yep.
And oftentimes I think that's when we're talking about what people are reacting to and gravitating towards, we've talked about, because I've been very public about my breakup here on this show. And there's a lot of days that I was crying on the air, and I would get like the one or two haters, but then I would also get so many long emails from these other people that were relating to it because they've gone through it or they're going through it. And so often it's like, well, I was horrified because I didn't want to be crying on the air, but at the same time, that's what I was doing, and I had no choice. Mm-hmm. And so often other people are thinking the same thing. I'm too embarrassed to cry. I'm too embarrassed to feel this way.
Right.
And I think that's what we, as human beings, it's just that feeling of like, I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one. I have a song in me that I want to sing. I want to dance in my bedroom and not feel embarrassed or ashamed. And so when they see that in you, it tells them, you know what, then it's okay for me to dance in my bedroom. It's okay for me to sing my song. And
that's what I want. I'm all about that, and not to be like shameless plug or anything like that, but my clothing line's called Adorkable Apparel. I love that word, adorkable, because, that's the thing. Like, it's okay to be dorky. Like, it's all right to be yourself and to be completely honest about who you are, you know? And I've gotten to that point in my life where, I mean, of course I care what people think to an extent, because I want,
well,
I
you
want
want to know
them to be
you want to
comfortable.
know
I
you're doing
bless
something
them.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be me. You know what I mean? And when you're public on the internet, you're gonna get negativity no matter what you do. I mean, in this world, you're gonna get negativity. It's just all around us, you know. And so, but it's worth it for that one message, for someone saying, "Hey, like, you inspired me to do this, and I never thought I could do it, but I saw your video and I got up on stage and I sang a song for the first time, and you know, now I think I'm going to pursue this," or for whatever it is, you know, someone, you know, I've had so many amazing stories, and I'm just like, this isn't me doing this. How, like, really? From watching me, like, sing in my living room, you know? Like, I mean, I'm not always singing in my living room, but most of the time I was, you know, so most of my videos are that.
But you're being you, and that's the point. Tell people where they can find about Adorkable, where they can get your clothing line.
So adorkableapparel.com is the website. I love to design, like we talked about the costumes and stuff. Sorry, like, shameless plug.
That's what you're here for.
I should be wearing Adorkable right now, but I didn't have any clean today, so it's really, you know, it's bad. But no, I love my clothes. But yeah, I love to design, like, costumes and stuff. All the stuff that I wear, you know, I design myself and collaborate with designers to make them. But, you know, I wanted to have something that I could, you know, put out there in the world and put my little babies out there. And I was originally going to do artist merch, you know, and it was just going to be like Traci Hines t-shirts to support, like, me making my music, you know. And I was working with my brother, and he was like, you know what, like, you should do this on its own. Like, you should try to make this its own company and its own line. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. What do we have to lose, you know? So it's right now it's t-shirts. We got mostly girls tees, but we have some guys stuff now too, and we're coming out with more soon. And we got some cool, like, hipster glasses, you know, because Hipster Mermaid always wears the hipster glasses. So we got those, and we got some sunnies. But yeah, it's just stuff that I love. Like, it's stuff that I want to wear, and inspired by kind of like dorky fairy tale things, stuff that didn't really exist. And I was like, I want to buy this, so I'm going to make it so I can have it.
That's awesome.
And maybe you'll want it too. So yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. It's kind of like the other side of my job, you know. It's like my job, but it's the best job ever.
It's fantastic.
Is there any Frozen themed stuff in the future?
I mean, stay tuned.
Ooh, all right.
I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say Frozen.
Right.
I would say fairy tale inspired.
Hello?
Okay.
Very Jeff.
Oh, hello.
Hi. We have you live on the air. I'm so glad you called back, because we've lost you 100 times.
It's Cameron, Katie.
Oh my gosh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, this is really funny that Cameron is on the phone with me. I know Cameron. We met just recently. Can I talk about your mom for a minute and make you feel really awkward? I know Cameron and his wife, and they're amazing. And Cameron contacted me like last October, and I recognized his last name. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was like super creeper, and I was like stalking him online. Not stalking, but I was like looking him up, you know? And I was like, your mom is Sherry Keggy, right? She was one of my favorite singers growing up. She's what would you, like Christian pop?
Contemporary Christian, yeah.
Yeah, Christian pop or, gospel. But yeah, she was one of my favorite singers, and I wrote her fan letters, you know, and I'm typing right now. I wasn't typing as a kid. I was crazy. But yeah, so and we've become friends, and so it's really cool.
That's awesome.
I was able to meet, and yeah, so hey Cameron, how's it going?
It's going good. I got a lot of friends who I've been sharing your video with.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Like, super impressed.
Awesome. Thank you so much. How's the wife?
Life is good.
Good. You know, tell her I said hi.
We're back in Nashville now.
Oh, good times. Good times. Coming back to Cali soon?
Oh, hopefully soon, yeah.
Awesome. We'll have to do Disneyland sometime.
Definitely.
Do you go to Disneyland often?
Me?
Yeah.
Or Cameron? Oh.
You. I feel like you have a season pass, is my guess.
I do. I have the cheapest one, though, because I mean,
getting so expensive.
It's so expensive. Starving artist status, you know. Yeah. And I don't have time to go very. People think I live there, you know, and I wish I could. I really do, but I probably go. I go maybe like once a month if I'm lucky. You know, sometimes it's like once every 2 months, and sometimes like I randomly will get to go a couple times in 1 month, but it's not as often as I think people think. I do a lot of latergrams, you know.
Do little kids come up to you and want their photo with you when they see you there?
Well, when I had
Confusing you as Ariel?
yeah,
Yes, they do.
before I shaved my side of my hair and it was just all red, it was definitely I had to kind of, and I love that, but at the same time, I don't want to take away from their experience.
Yeah.
I'm not there to compete with the
Well,
Ariel.
then maybe you shouldn't be wearing the seashell bra when you're walking around the theme park.
I don't usually. I usually, and people think that. They always, I'll get all these messages and they're like, I saw you at Disneyland. You're in a big tutu and your Ariel shirt. And I was like, it wasn't me, but that's cool that someone was rocking the shirt, you know.
Yeah.
But no, usually, once in a while, I'll go, if I'm taking pictures for something, I'll be in the shirt or whatever. If someone like, I don't know. There's certain situations where I have worn it, but typically I like to hide a little bit.
Now I'm concerned because I really was just joking. Cameron, we're going to take one more quick call if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you, Tracy.
You too.
Keep rocking.
Yeah, we'll see you when you come back.
Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks
Bye, guys.
thanks so much for calling in. Well, and the other person has just hung up, which is
Oh, no.
So there you have it.
One thing
I love
that
you.
one thing that I take away from all this, which I just think is so, you talk about being a fan of his mom
Yeah.
for so many years
still
and writing
am.
her letters.
She gave me signed CDs.
And I think it's
And I was like, oh my God.
and I think it's just remarkable we're at this place now that as an artist, fandom has turned into communities.
Yes.
Where it used to be that like you were this outsider being like, I love you.
Yep.
And now there's actually people that you've known everybody that has called today. You're engaged with them. You know their stories. They know yours. It is a true online community. And I really think that speaks to the power of what the internet has done for artists, especially artists like you on YouTube and doing their own music while also doing kind of nostalgia music that everybody can connect to. And what is it like for you now, having been a fangirl growing up of so many great musicians, now being kind of idolized by fans of your own, but
Scary word.
as part of a community that you've built?
I mean, the word fan has always freaked me out, as far as someone being a fan of me, it's I don't feel like I deserve that. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like
I'm right there with you. I've never once said I've never said we have fans of the show. I will call them listeners or baubles.
Yeah.
I've never once said, "Oh, thanks for being a fan." I think it's such a weird. I'm right there with you.
Like and it's not like I dislike the word itself or anything like that, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of I don't know, like pompous of me to be like, oh, my fans,
Right. Yeah, right.
No, but I call them my followers, I guess. I don't really, I wish I had a cool word, like baubles. Like, sometimes I call them starfishes, but I mean, that's very Ariel specific, So, I don't know.
Give
Still working.
it time. It comes. We have somebody, this person's been calling the entire show, so I wanted to make sure we got them on.
Yeah.
Who do we have live on the air?
It's Christina from Senior City.
Christina! Oh my gosh, hi.
Tracy. Hi,
How's
Brendan.
it going? Brendan's here too.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
I love you.
I'm sitting here in a chair getting my hair done.
Nice.
Right? I'm multitasking.
This is Christina. She's one of the directors of Love is an Open Door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad you called. Yeah, Christina and her husband, Scott, were the ones that created the video and did such an amazing job. And Christina also has been taking a lot of awesome pictures I've gotten some cool pictures with her. And yeah, she's a photographer as well. So she's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun doing photo shoots and hanging out with guys and doing an all-nighter to film the video.
Yep.
Yeah, we shot that video all night. It wasn't like a daytime shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we started at like 8?
8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Woo!
Yep, you got a tiny nap.
Yes.
I never came out of my corset.
No, you didn't come out of that corset.
Yep. And then we did another all-nighter. Yeah. It was awesome, though. I didn't even feel it. I was so excited. I was so happy.
You guys have a lot of energy, and it was awesome that you guys totally brought it. Never once fallen short on the energy, so it was really cool. It was great working with you guys.
You too. It was that chocolate fondue.
Yeah, it was the chocolate fondue.
Right?
We actually had chocolate fondue on set that they brought.
Yeah.
It didn't make it into the video, but we'll have some BTS of the fondue.
Well, that's great. We actually have to go, but thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, you're
Thanks,
welcome.
Christina.
Thanks, Christina.
I'll see you soon.
Talk to you later.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Bye.
We actually have to say goodbye because we're actually out of time.
Yeah.
Because we have Pure Polino is coming up next. But tell people one more time how they can find you and how they can watch your videos and all of your stuff.
So probably the best way to find me, maybe youtube.com/Traci J. Hines, Instagram and Twitter @Traci Hines. And it's Tracy with an I, if you don't know how to spell it. And then adorkableapparel.com, TraciHines.com. And
check out the Love is
Yeah.
an Open Door video
Yes.
that she and I did.
if you Google it, it'll
It's our-
probably pop up,
It's
right?
the first thing that pops up when you say Love is Open Door.
I didn't know that.
And I
When you
tw- and I
search
and I
YouTube.
Wait, the first thing over like
No, like the originals come up, but as
'Kay,
far as
that's good.
anything beyond
first
actual
cover.
Disney stuff, we are the first that comes
exciting.
up. That's pretty
and,
cool.
and I tweeted it this morning, so if you follow me on the Bob Show, I tweeted the link to it this morning.
Thank you.
So you guys can all go see it and see Brennan in his
That's right.
giant sideburns.
That's right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Tracy. And
Thanks for having me.